Survival games have blown in the past few years. The charts are filled with different types of games, including classic survival horror games and ARM's new hardcore survival ones. In today's video, we are going to list down the best realistic survival games that you can play in 2022. So without any further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Don't Starve. The most terrible belief of survival is doing it alone. This is what Don't Starve allows you to do. It gives a completely solo experience. The nightmare of fending off in the wild is balanced by the beautiful Tim Burton-style 2D art, along with the collection of some strange creatures that are hiding in this world. Don't Starve focuses on preparing your way through life. Players' time is spent while farming raw materials just like a crafting game. But instead of drawing houses, this game is all about the equipment and appliances that you can make. Don't Starve also adopts the wild and the supernatural format, and is completely enjoying. You can play this game with your friends, and is one of the best co-op games to play on PC. Number 9. This War of Mine. This game offers an extremely unique kind of survival. It's a portrayal of a group of civilians who are fighting to stay alive in their country. It's basically a game related to traumatic decisions and some life and death outcomes. The survivors carry backstories, which provide them the skills for survival. Ex-firemen are much healthier and stronger, and those who used to cook professionally can now feed the starving people. If you will go inside the world to find the things like medicine, ingredients, and others, then there is a proper chance that you can those people who are ready to kill you. While converting a survivor into a killer leads to suffering, depression, and suicide. If you can leave in some horrible situations, then you should definitely check out this game. Number 8. Valheim. In this game, you are abandoned in the Norse forest with 9 other Vikings. Players must design shelter and build up their strength before heading into the battlefield. The fields are quite safe, but the biomass provides some extremely difficult situations, where you should not fumble into the fields before getting prepared. Valheim's biomass also have their own boss, and once players are able to locate it, summon it, and defeat it, then they are able to access resources and powers that can help them in progressing towards the next region. Players can also activate strong raids on their base, which is why it is important to build a nice protected home. Number 7. Ark Survival Evolved. Ark Survival Evolved is not the best dinosaur survival game, but it is also one of the biggest dinosaur games of all time. It's a survival game where you can use wood to create shelter, kill animals to find food, and might die if you don't drink water. This game even outperforms the regular survival game structure by including creatures that want to eat you. However, while keeping some endurance, players can also suppress and drive their way. The survival aspects might be similar to the games that you have played before, but it is the main theme of the game, which includes some driving elements. The character also has RPG-like stats, where you can move inside the world to uncover sci-fi mysteries that require a little more incentive to play and stay alive. Number 6. Scum. The game is still quite great, and there are lots of features that are going to be added to this game. However, there are a bunch of things that you can enjoy in this survival game, which is set on an island. The best thing about this game is that it has a critical metabolism system, which makes it a simulation game that can track the things that you eat, drink, and many more. You can eat more calories than you're burning off to get fatter, and eat less than you're burning off to have less energy and to lose weight. However, there are some complicated things that have to watch out for. This includes vitamin levels, stomach, intestine, bladder, while making sure that you eat well to get energy. Scum puts the thirst and hunger mechanics of other survival games, and there are also some rewards for taking care of your body. This is a survival game where surviving is more important than acquiring an armory of military-grade equipment. However, once you find out how to take care of your body, you can still explore high-security areas, improve your stock of guns, and dabble with PvP. Number 5. Days. This game here is one of the best zombie and survival games. Days is considered as one of the leanest virtual survivor games, with barely any crafting and no goals except staying alive. Food and water are most important, and getting sick can kill players. If you're good at fighting against disease, body functioning, and zombies who sometimes phase through walls, then you'll definitely enjoy playing Days. Days' forests look extremely real rather than being man-made representations. There's also a genuine sense of privacy present in the wilderness. You can even play this game with your friends, as there is a camping trip where things can go completely wrong. You can be captured by a gang of bandits who will force-feed you bleach, and make it with your friends. so make sure you stay aware of the drastic situation. Number 4. Conan Exiles. Well, this is one of the best PC games that you can play right now. Conan Exiles puts you into the Hyborian Age. The game is completely friendly, where you can grow crops, invent settlements, and put enemies to death. The game also has a unique aspect that none of the other games have, which is human sacrifice. You should be able to fight someone and kill them. You can also gather the favor of the gods and switch the balance of strength in your way. This unique concept makes it different from other games. Number 3. Rust. This tragic story of endurance has become popular for its exposed men. But it's not about the size of a man's attributes. It's about the lookouts that players can create. The best thing about Rust is construction. Players can collect equipment from nature and can start to lay down a variety of items for creating perfect floors, walls, staircases, and windows. There are various servers where the formal shoot-on-site mentality is still existing. Rust has a bunch of stuff for those players who are looking for a more civilized lifestyle. Players can find player-created towns, compete with the government, and do many more things. It's one of the best examples that if you work together and share your resources, you can achieve great success. Rust experienced a large feat that saw most of the new games getting tossed out for a new approach and completely new base code. The change ripped off the game's main features, including zombies and road towns, but Rust remains to be one of the most played games. Number 2. Subnautica. Subnautica is one of the best exploration survival games to play on PC. It is much more promising and relaxing than many other survival adventures. In this game, you're a lonely man who is lost at sea on an alien planet. This game is all about understanding your new environment and making new paths towards your home. The art advice helps players to push the idea of to home. With bright and shiny technologies, beautiful oceans, and schools of tropic fish restoring your vision on each turn. You can even explore the ocean depths in your submarine while searching for fresh elements in marine trenches and among coral reefs. The game's survival aspects include the food and water requirements that other games also require. However, there's a more pressing problem other than oxygen. You can't breathe seawater, so your oxygen levels and consumption should be taken seriously. Every survival game has the threatening shadow that follows players, but here it is just too. Number 1. Astroneer. Astroneer is one of the best games. It got adapted into something special after 2 years of consistent content updates. In this game, you land on an alien planet and start to live by evolving your life support pod into a fully fledged base with vehicles, power sources, and laboratories. Just like other survival games, you'll require lots of resources for creating the best base models, and to perform that you'll also have to explore your planet, which is hoovering up unique crafting materials and forming a landscape to uncover the resource-rich things. Astroneer is different from other survival games. There is a beautiful art style that promises to alleviate you. There's also a sense of succession in this game, where you can sometimes blast off and start colonizing the other 6 planets in your solar system. This also gives real goals to you for working towards existence. Alright, that's it for today's video. But before we confess our final goodbye, please note new videos are uploaded regularly on a wide variety of gaming topics. Comment on our video to let us know what you want to see next. If you like watching our video, please consider subscribing to our channel by clicking the subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching.